Welcome everybody to the Red Stars' post-match press conference. We have a hybrid press conference today, so we'll take questions from inside the room first and then move to our virtual fronts. Anybody inside the room want to get us started? Leslie.
Yeah, for Emily, first start, first win, first clean sheet. How's that feel?
Great. I mean, our defense is amazing. They really didn't let any shots on goal, so I feel like I didn't have to do a whole lot.
And for Ella to get that goal straight from Tatum Lazo's, like it was like the parting of the seas, and just like the feeling in that moment to put the team ahead.
Yeah, it felt so good. I think after they had theirs called back from the offside, I think it was good to get that goal and get the momentum moving our way.
And Coach, I don't know how quite to phrase this in a way that you might want to answer it, but how does it feel to join the elite squad of coaches who have gotten some memos from the league for things that may have happened in the past?
My wife told me to shut my mouth, so I'm not going to answer.
Thanks.
I'll go reverse that way. I'll start with you, Coach. Just what about this team, what would you see that was just a complete performance really from everybody?
Yeah, but you saw it coming. Like, over the last few weeks, we've been getting better and better, and there was a time when we were down and out. But I really felt like it was coming. We were close last week, and obviously we got it tonight. So resilient, first of all, given the season that we've had and all that we've been through, and then even this week was kind of a mess for us with the smoke and everything else that was going on, and we played. We had a very limited bench tonight with the number of different injuries, and but they played hard and they were in it right from the start, and I think as it wore on, they started to believe that they could win, and I think that's a huge piece. And by the second half, I think they were sure that we were going to win.
Yeah, and Ella, just as a match that it seemed like you really, high work rate, it seemed like every first touch you were taking, you were incredibly sure on the ball. I'm just curious kind of how you felt while you were out there. Was there that level of, man, I am playing really well, and just being out there for a full 90 and contributing at all three levels?
I appreciate that, because that is not how I felt. I feel like my first couple of touches were, I don't know, the surface was tough, so I think the team kept their heads, and it was so easy to make those mistakes and then kind of snap out of it, and I think that's the confidence that you get from your teammates. So shout out to them. I felt good once we got that goal in, and it was more of preserving the lead, and I'm really proud of just how hard everyone worked on the field to keep it 1-0, especially her, because she did make a lot of saves tonight that were really big.
Yeah, and if I may ask you, Emily, obviously a lot of stories for you coming back from the knee injuries, and then this performance tonight. I'm just curious how you feel all about that, and then if you could walk us through that save where you kind of had to make the double save, the shot from the right side from Doniak, and then collecting it right in front of you.
That was a lot of questions.
I'm sorry. Let's walk through that save. To tell me I'm talking too much.
I just feel like I love foot saves, so my coach would probably be like, put your hands down, but it was, I felt like I had so many people behind me. I just needed to make the first save, and then we were going to get the second one, and we got the second one. I feel like we're really good at bodying and protecting me when I need it, so it was great.
And in terms of confidence coming off your lines, it was that first one where, there's an opportunity off the post, but then maintaining that confidence to come off your line. I'm curious how you felt with that.
Great.
Thank you. That's a straight Elizabeth answer.
Coach, talk about the forward attack, because it seemed like this was different than previous games and what we've been struggling and seeing through, but how much was there a difference made with the players you had on the field today?
Yeah, you're right. It did feel a little bit different. It felt, again, it's we've been trying to get that front group to have the confidence to go after people, and you've now seen Bianca really grow into that sort of freedom, right? And then I think you're starting to see what Ella's capable of, because in past games we haven't had the ball up front that much, so we haven't really been able to see what these players are capable of. So, you see what she's capable of. I think Ava did what Ava does. Like, it's just full effort and digging the ball out and really working hard. And then Sarah's got she's got some real skill when she gets on the ball, and I thought she did some nice things. Jenna, when she came on, caused problems and almost had a goal. And then the combination of Recaro and Sammy, I thought were pretty solid. So it's there, right? It's there. These guys are capable. We have had some trouble getting the ball up to them. And I think Ella was feeling the way that I was early in the game. Like, we got the ball forward, but we couldn't keep it forward. But we got better and better as the game went on.
To follow that up, Ella, what did you see as the game went on with the way that things were getting organized?
I felt like the first a couple of touches, the ball was just out of reach, or the touch was just out of reach. And I think just getting into the game and settling down and not trying to maybe make a one-time pass or a two-time pass, like we had more time than we thought. So I think we were able to settle down and then really just get numbers around to help each other, because a lot of times we get isolated up top, it feels like. And I think when we all work together to give angles for each other, that's when we're able to keep it better. And I think we did that moving into the game.
Any other questions in the room? Cool. Anybody on Zoom, if you have a question, please use the raise your hand function and I'll use it to call on you. Jenna, go ahead.
Hi, thanks so much for taking the time. It's Jenna Tonelli with Equalizer Soccer. This is for Ella or Emily. The NWSL is, of course, synonymous with parity. Any team on any given day can win, and I think you guys really demonstrated that with this win against a top team like San Diego. So, how does it feel just to have shown on today with this win that you can't be counted out, that it doesn't matter what the standings stay, that you're going to show up every day and be able to get a great win like this today?
I think historically,
Why is there an echo?
There you go.
Go ahead.
I think historically, we're just such a club that will grind through whatever the circumstances, and I feel like our new players are now really understanding that that's who we are, and I think that's what we showed tonight. So I think we're ready to continue this and hopefully keep winning. Yeah, I would agree with that, and I think that we have a young group, so I think sometimes it takes time to get to know each other, get to know the league, get to know how to play these games, and I think maybe we'll bring it together at the right time.
Jenna, did you have another question?
Nope, that's all for me. Thanks so much, and congrats on a great win.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Great. Anybody else on Zoom have a question for either Emily, Ella, or Chris? Looks like a no. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Sorry, Emmanuel.
Yep. Go ahead, Adnan.
I'm sorry. Yeah. How was it to play against Daniela Colaprico? That's my question. I know the other team has missing a few players for the World Cup, but how is it to play against her than you know her for so long?
Yeah, I like being on Danny's team much better than playing against Danny. I think Danny is one of the most underrated sixes in the league, and she's so smart. She never loses it. She's a pain to defend. So it was good to see her, but yeah, I hate playing against her.
I think we did a really good job just screening the middle, and she wasn't able to do what she does best, I feel like, which is get on the ball.
Awesome. Well, thank you, everybody, and I'll send out a recording shortly.